Imagine a secret buried for decades, a legend whispered from the ruins of a world at war. This isn't just a story about crumbling buildings. It's about the ghosts of genius that still echo through them, the tales of ancient ruins that literally changed the course of history. Today, we're not just exploring one, but several of these incredible sites. From forgotten cities that held the keys to lost languages, to clandestine wartime huts that birthed the digital age, these places have secrets to tell. What if I told you that some of the most pivotal moments in human history didn't happen on a battlefield or in a king's court, but in quiet, unassuming locations that are now just ruins? These are the places where brilliant minds decoded enemy secrets, where ancient scholars preserved knowledge against all odds, and where lost civilizations left behind clues that would rewrite our understanding of the past. We're going on a journey to uncover these legends, to walk through the echoes of history, and to see how these silent stones shape the world we live in today. So, buckle up, because we're about to travel back in time. Let us start our journey at a place that doesn't look like much a collection of simple wooden huts on a country estate in England. But don't be fooled by its humble appearance. This is Bletchley Park, a name that for 50 years was one of the most closely guarded secrets of World War II. During the darkest days of the war, this place was the nerve center for Britain's code-breaking operations. It was here that a secret team of mathematicians, linguists, and chess champions, led by the brilliant but troubled Alan Turing, gathered to face an impossible task: breaking the German Enigma code. Imagine the pressure. Every day, the German military sent thousands of encrypted messages, coordinating U-boat attacks in the Atlantic, planning troop movements, and directing bombing raids. These messages were scrambled by the Enigma machine, a device that could create hundreds of millions of possible combinations. To the outside world, it was an unbreakable cipher. The fate of the war and millions of lives depended on the team at Bletchley Park cracking it. It was a silent, intellectual war fought not with guns, but with brain power. The atmosphere must have been electric, a mix of intense focus, constant frustration, and the ever-present weight of responsibility. Every tick of the clock meant more ships sunk, more lives lost. This is where the genius of Alan Turing truly shines. He wasn't just trying to solve a puzzle. He was envisioning a new way of thinking. Turing realized that you couldn't beat a machine with human brains alone. You had to fight a machine with another machine. He conceptualized and helped design the bomb, an electromechanical device that could rapidly test thousands of potential Enigma settings. It was, in essence, one of the very first computers, standing over 6 feet tall and weighing a ton. These machines hummed and clicked day and night, relentlessly searching for the daily key to the Enigma code. The moment of breakthrough was a turning point. When the bomb first successfully identified the Enigma settings, it was as if a locked door had been blown off its hinges. Suddenly, the Allies could read the Germans' most secret communications. They knew where the U-boat wolf packs were hunting, giving convoys a chance to escape. They could anticipate military strategies, giving them a critical advantage on the battlefield. This intelligence, codenamed Ultra, was so valuable that the Allies often had to let smaller attacks proceed to avoid revealing that they had broken the code. It was a heavy burden, deciding who to save and who to sacrifice for the greater good. Historians estimate that the work done at Bletchley Park shortened the war by at least 2 years, saving an estimated 14 million lives. And beyond the war, Turing's theoretical work and the practical application at Bletchley laid the direct groundwork for the digital age. Every smartphone, every laptop, every line of code owes a small debt to what happened in those quiet, unassuming huts. Now, let's journey further back in time and across the globe to the windswept deserts of Egypt. Picture this: it's 1799, and a group of French soldiers under Napoleon are reinforcing a fort near the town of Rosetta. A young officer notices a peculiar stone slab being used as part of a wall. It's covered in inscriptions, but not just one set. 3 different scripts are carved into its black basalt surface. This stone, which would become known as the Rosetta Stone, was a relic from 196 BC. It held the key to unlocking one of history's greatest mysteries, the language of the ancient Egyptians. For over 1,400 years, the meaning of Egyptian hieroglyphs had been completely lost. The intricate pictures of birds, snakes, and symbols that covered tombs and temples were a complete enigma. Scholars could only guess at their meaning. But the Rosetta Stone was different. It contained the same decree written in 3 languages: formal hieroglyphs, the script of the priests; Demotic, the common script of the people; and ancient Greek, a language that scholars of the time understood perfectly. It was the historical equivalent of a multi-language instruction manual. The race to decipher it began immediately. Scholars across Europe were captivated. For 20 years, they struggled, making small bits of progress here and there. But the final breakthrough came from a brilliant young Frenchman named Jean-François Champollion. He was a prodigy, obsessed with ancient Egypt from a young age. Unlike others who assumed hieroglyphs were purely symbolic, Champollion hypothesized that they could also represent sounds, much like our alphabet. Using the names of rulers like Ptolemy and Cleopatra, which were enclosed in oval shapes called cartouches and appeared in both the Greek and hieroglyphic sections, he began to match symbols to sounds. Slowly, painstakingly, he cracked the code. It was a monumental achievement. Suddenly, 3,000 years of Egyptian history were no longer silent. The stories of pharaohs, the prayers to their gods, the details of daily life, it could all be read and understood. The discovery of the Rosetta Stone and Champollion's subsequent decipherment didn't just solve a linguistic puzzle. It gave birth to the entire field of modern Egyptology. It allowed us to hear the voices of an ancient civilization, to understand their beliefs, their achievements, and their humanity. That single stone, discovered by chance in the ruins of a fort, rewrote the first chapters of human history and opened a window into a lost world. Our final stop takes us to the highlands of Peru, to a place that was hidden from the world for centuries, nestled high in the Andes Mountains. I'm talking, of course, about the breathtaking ruins of Machu Picchu. Abandoned by the Inca Empire in the 16th century and shielded from the Spanish conquistadors. By its remote location, it remained a secret known only to a few local farmers until its rediscovery by the American explorer Hiram Bingham in 1911. When Bingham first stumbled upon its terraces and stone structures overgrown with jungle, he thought he had found the lost city of Vilcabamba, the last refuge of the Incas. But Machu Picchu was something else entirely. It wasn't a sprawling city like the Inca capital of Cusco. It was a royal estate, a sacred religious site, or perhaps both. Its construction is a marvel of engineering. The stones are cut with such precision that you can't fit a knife blade between them, all achieved without the use of mortar. The site is perfectly aligned with astronomical events, like the solstice sun rising over a specific peak and shining through a particular window. This tells us it was a place of deep spiritual and scientific importance. It was a place where the Inca rulers could connect with the heavens and the sacred mountains that surrounded them. But the legend of Machu Picchu isn't just about its stunning architecture. Its rediscovery fundamentally changed our perception of the Inca Empire. Before Bingham, our knowledge of the Incas came almost entirely from the accounts of their Spanish conquerors, who often portrayed them as a brutal, primitive empire. But Machu Picchu revealed a different story. It showed a civilization with an incredibly sophisticated understanding of engineering, astronomy, and agriculture. The terrace fields that cling to the mountainsides are a testament to their ability to master a challenging environment. The complex water channels show their advanced hydraulic skills. Machu Picchu provided physical, undeniable proof of the Incas' brilliance and cultural richness. It became an icon, a symbol of a magnificent civilization that was nearly erased from history. It challenged the colonial narrative and allowed the descendants of the Incas and the world to see the empire in a new light, not as victims, but as masters of their domain. This lost city in the clouds didn't just give us a beautiful ruin to admire. It restored a sense of pride and gave a more complete, more accurate picture of one of the America's greatest ancient empires. From the code-breaking huts of Bletchley Park to the hieroglyph-covered stone of Rosetta and the sky-high citadel of Machu Picchu, these ruins are so much more than piles of old rock and timber. They are epicenters of change. They are places where a handful of brilliant people or a single chance discovery altered the course of our collective story. They remind us that history is a living thing, constantly being rediscovered and reinterpreted, often from the most unexpected of places. So here's a thought to leave you with. What other secrets are still out there, lying dormant in forgotten ruins, just waiting for the right person to come along and uncover a truth that could change everything we think we know? What future Bletchley Park or Rosetta Stone is waiting to be found? The stories we've explored today show that the past is never truly dead. It speaks to us through these ancient sites, reminding us of human ingenuity, resilience, and our unending quest for knowledge. If you've enjoyed this journey into the legends that shape our world, please give this video a thumbs up. And for more deep dives into the hidden stories of history, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.